techniques that you need to implement when playing the third movement of a Moonlight Sonata by Beethoven. The first technique that you need to learn is a spider technique, and then the second technique that you need to learn, implement for the Moonlight Sonata is wash-off moisture technique. As you know that the third movement is starting with the arpeggios, right? The broken chord pattern. So you just need to use that spider technique, which means that you don't really feel like pushing down to the keys or rotating your wrist. These are the two things that you should never do, right? So spider fingers, basically you feel like just moving your fingers in the air. You don't feel like you're pushing down, pressing down anything. You just literally feel like you're just moving your hands quickly in the air, which you don't need any weight or pressure. So that's kind of a similar technique and concept that you need to apply into playing the broken chord for the third movement, so you can move quicker. So this is like a spider fingers, right? So this is the spider technique that you need to implement when playing the third movement of a Moonlight Sonata. So like this, right? So you just need to use a very light touch. You don't press down or you don't really pushing down to the keys. You're kind of moving your fingers forward without pushing down to the keys. So the second part starts with an octave, right? As you see that the thumb will play the moving notes, right? And then the pinky will just play the common tones, right? And so which part do you think you need to bring out? Right, obviously the notes under your thumb. So the pinky, you don't really feel like you're really pressing down, right? The pinky is just staying there and then using your pinky as a support to play your thumb. Shake off moisture technique. So which means like you went to the toilet and then you couldn't find the towel after you washed your hands, right? Then you just feel like you have to shake off moisture from your hands, all right? So that is kind of the same technique that you need to apply when playing the second part quickly. So